Oh, by the way, I just found out about this. How did this slip past me? Did you hear about this? WoW Classic's new raid race stumbles off the starting line as Blizzard accidentally releases Mogushan Vaults early. Then, Temp bans players for its own mistake. And now when I read this title, I'm thinking, oh, so they screwed up. They accidentally banned people, like detecting fraud, or they detected some people were doing something they weren't supposed to because of the bug. So, you know, whatever, big deal. They probably just unbanned those people and said sorry. No, that's not what happened. I was shocked. Shocked, I tell you, by what Blizzard did. It's worse than you think. They said, okay, this is what they did. They said, due to an issue earlier today, players were briefly able to encounter world bosses in MISTS PANDARIA Classic ahead of their originally scheduled release. Okay. After the first weekly content reset, following or whatever, due to the same bug earlier today, the Mogushan Vaults raid was briefly accessible to players before being closed, and a very small group of players were able to kill bosses inside. But accidents happen, you know, whatever. You open the door and you're surprised players walk in there. What do you think is... But then, to address this, we've identified all the accounts that gained early access to the raid and were found to have killed a boss, and all of which have been temporarily suspended. We take fair play seriously. We believe that this is a case where the open raid was clearly unintended, and those who exploit such situations should gain no advantage for doing so. Yes. Suspending people for... My reaction to this was... it's your mistake that you've opened the raid. And now you're going to punish people for walking in the door. Can you really assume that all these people knew 100% that, oh, maybe, but it doesn't matter. It's their mistake. I guess I can understand, like, trying to do something to keep them out of the raid while you fix it, but you should still apologize. Yeah. I feel like the response wasn't the best. Was the best. Game companies have different philosophies surrounding bugs. I know Rockstar Games just permabans anyone they catch taking advantage of a bug. I don't know. I think it's their fault. It's for... I agree with this. All you have to do is remove loot and achievements. Yeah. Because it's your fault.